Hello everybody, my name's Liz, I'm the baker that sews. Welcome to my channel if you're new and welcome back if you are a subscriber. As always, it's really lovely to have you here watching my videos and I really appreciate all of your support, likes, comments and just coming back every time I publish a new video, so thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed already, it'd be really amazing if you could hit that subscribe button and then you'll get notified of when I bring out my next video. I do try and bring out videos weekly and then sometimes there may be a couple of vlogs each week. It just depends on what I've got going on and what I'd really like to share with you. So before I get started on what today's video is about, I'll let you know what I'm wearing. And recently I have been doing a bit of decluttering at home. We've been clearing everything and we're hoping to do some sort of decorating at home. So we've just been decluttering, so we've got a bit more space. Ready to do some painting, and that has also meant decluttering my wardrobe, my husband's wardrobe and my girl's wardrobe, and just looking at clothes that fit us and clothes that don't fit anymore. So we've got lots and lots of things that are bagged up to go to charity. But one thing that my girls really enjoyed doing was having a look through my wardrobe and just choosing things that maybe I don't wear anymore, or they are too small, or you know, for whatever reason don't get worn. And because they're getting a little bit older and a little bit taller, they are able to fit in some of my jumpers and my sort of jersey tops. I've got a pair of double gauze trousers, they're Sophia trousers that I made, but my husband accidentally put them in the dryer and they shouldn't have gone in the dryer, so they shrunk. So my eldest daughter, who's 12, she's now got those in her wardrobe. And then I've got a Sophia jumpsuit, which I absolutely adored, made in like this rust coloured corduroy, which again was put in the dryer and it shouldn't have done, and that shrunk, so she's also claimed that. So it's been really nice actually to see my girls come and sort of raid my pile that was going to go off to the charity shop or get cut up to be used for something else. And they've now put them in their wardrobe, which is great because their wardrobe was looking quite thin on the ground after I got rid of some of their clothes. Anyway, that is a very long introduction, and the reason I'm saying that is because I have recently, through doing my decluttering and looking back through my wardrobe, rediscovered some older makes. So I made this blazer, it's the Nina Lee Richmond blazer. I made this in April 2019 as part of the Great British Sewing Bee Sew Along that Shona from Sewsfaction was hosting, in this gorgeous, like quite bold fabric that I had in my stash for a while. And I haven't worn it a huge amount, and I think the reason I haven't worn it a huge amount is because it's quite bold, so I do need quite plain things to go with it. I've rediscovered a couple of my plain jumpers. This is a jumper that I made ages ago. It's a toaster sweater, which I absolutely love, just with the, I don't know what you call that, roll neck, I guess. And then it's got quite deep cuffs, which you can see underneath, and it's just in a navy fabric. And then my bobby pinafore, I've made two bobby pinafores, one in a blue corduroy and this one is in a stretch denim that I got from Sew Me Sunshine. And with the jumper and the plain denim, I think this jacket goes really nicely. So I'll stand up so you can see. So yeah, it's the bobby pinafore. It's got lovely deep pockets. It's buttoned all the way down. My bib, the bib is lined, and I have lined it with this really cool like typewriter skater fabric, and then I've just got the toaster sweater on underneath. It's got the crossover at the back, and then the Richmond blazer, I chose quite wacky lining actually, so it's fully lined. I didn't put pockets in this one because this was the first version that I made and I just wanted to check sort of the length and things. So here is my waist, and the blazer sort of finishes here. My bottom is there. So it just finishes almost at the bottom of my bottom. But yeah, I think it goes really nicely. I am going to take the blazer off now. I don't want to wear it inside and fasten my button back up. But yeah, I've really enjoyed rediscovering garments and just having a play around, almost a mini fashion show at home with my girls and my husband, just to see which things go and which things don't. So, on to what today's video is all about. I thought I would share my Make 9 plans. So I've shared this over on Instagram already, and I'll put an image in of my sort of 9 choices. I have cheated a little bit with my Make 9. There's a couple of patterns in there that I haven't specified. There's 3 that I haven't specified, and I'll go on to talk about that a bit more when I get to them. As usual, I've got my journal in front of me with my list, and then I've got, where possible, I have got the patterns, but I've also tried to match up some fabrics that might go with those patterns too. So the first thing that I have decided to put on my Make 9, oh, I've just realised I've got a button still undone. So with the Make 9, I haven't taken part in this before, mainly because, well, there's a couple of reasons. Really, I get quite distracted when there's new pattern releases, but that is something that I have to get better at, not getting distracted. And I want to make sure that I really think carefully before I jump in and buy a new pattern as to whether I could hack it with a pattern that I've already got, or is it something that I am going to wear lots and lots? Because if you know the answer is no to me wearing it lots and lots, then I don't think I need that pattern in my stash. I've got a huge amount of patterns here and over in my sewing space, and actually a video that I'm filming this week is going to be sharing what my sewing space looks like, so watch out for that video, and I'll talk a little bit more about where I store my patterns in that too. So I haven't taken part in Make 9 before because I get easily distracted by new pattern releases. I find it really difficult, or I procrastinate, should I say, if I've got a time scale. And this is another reason why I don't tend to do a huge amount of pattern testing, because I like to sew leisurely. I don't like having a time scale against my sewing. And if I do have, I was a bit like this at university, if I'm honest, in school. If I had a deadline, although I'm quite organised and I like to get things done, I don't like having that time scale to work towards. I like being able to sew leisurely. And that's another reason really why I haven't done a Make 9 before, because I don't like the pressure of feeling like I've committed to these 9 patterns, so I have to get them sewn up. And I've got a whole year to sew them up because the Make 9 challenge spans across a year. But I don't like the pressure of feeling like I have to get those patterns done. And also that commitment to deciding those 9 patterns I'm definitely going to get sewn up. So when I was coming up with my Make 9, I have used, I think, all of the patterns I had in my stash already, apart from the question mark patterns. I've allowed myself a bit of freedom to have a few patterns that I haven't decided yet. And that is so that I don't feel sort of stuck fast to these patterns across the year. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's the reason why I haven't done Make 9 before. I haven't wanted to feel tied to 9 specific patterns. And obviously these are only 9 patterns across a whole year, and I would sew more than 9 patterns across the year anyway. But I don't like feeling stuck to 9 specific patterns. I don't really like sewing to a time scale or a time frame either. And I do like that freedom of sort of being drawn into new patterns that are being released. So I haven't done a Make 9 before, but this year I've decided it will give me the kick up the bum that I need to sew some of the patterns that have been sat in my stash for a while, or some of the projects that I've been a little bit too nervous to get stuck into. So that's the main reason why I've gone with a Make 9 this year, because the patterns that I've included are things that I do want to get sewn up, and I do think that they will add to my wardrobe across the year. So the first one is a pair of jeans. I've got a couple of ready-to-wear jeans in my wardrobe already that I've had for a good 15 years. They're really worn. I've worn them to death. They've got holes in the knees where I've patched them, and the patches are now getting worn. Yeah, the look of them, it's just a little bit too shabby. So I really want to make myself a really nice pair of jeans that fit really well. So for Christmas, I asked for a jeans pattern. I knew that I wanted a pattern that had some stretch, so I could use stretch denim within that. And the pattern that I went for was the Megan Nielsen Ash jeans. And the reason I've gone for this pattern is because I really like the option of being able to choose 4 different styles for your jeans. So those are the line drawings on the front, and you do get 4 different options for your jeans. So yeah, here are the variations in a bit more detail. So we've got variation 1, which is a slim leg jeans. Then we've got variation 2, which is a skinny jeans. We've got version 3, which is flared. And then we've got version 4, which is wide leg. So I really like the idea of doing slim leg and then also wide leg. I like the option of all of them, to be honest. And then the sizes for the Ash jeans, it goes off your waist measurement. So it starts with a waist 24 inches and goes up to a waist 36 inches. And then your hip measurement for a 24-inch waist is a 34-inch hip. And then for a 36-inch waist, it's a 46-inch hip. It is a jeans that calls for stretch denim. So alongside the jeans pattern that I got for Christmas, I also asked for a jeans set from So Wardrobe, which has everything in that you need to make your own pair of jeans. So this is what the box looks like. I've already shared this in my Christmas gifts vlog, which I'll link down below if you haven't seen that. But it comes with everything that you need to make your own jeans. You get the needles, the zip, you get the thread, you get the jeans buttons, you get the interfacing that you need and the fabric for the pockets. And then I've just gone for a black denim, and it's a stretch denim too. I just want a really nice pair of black jeans. So I've got everything I need to get going with them. The only thing I haven't got is the time at the moment because of work. So I think that's either going to be a February half term or an Easter sewing plans. Because I really want to nail the fit, and I think I am going to twirl the jeans. So I want to be able to twirl the jeans and then make them in the same time scale. So I think it'll probably end up being an Easter project because I'll have a bit more time across the Easter holidays. Half term's only a week, but Easter's 2 weeks. So I think within those 2 weeks, I'd have enough time to twirl them and make any adjustments to the pattern. And then hopefully I'll have myself a really decent pair of jeans that fit really well. So I'm looking forward to making myself those. And I think that pattern's going to come in useful. Once I've nailed the fit, I think it'll come in useful just to have a jeans pattern to go back to. And once I've made a black pair, I think I'll make a blue pair too. The second thing that's on my Make 9 is a mystery pattern. I know that there will be at least one pattern release this year that I will absolutely love and I will want to buy, and then I'll make lots and lots. Each year that I've been sewing, there's always been at least one pattern that's been released that I absolutely love, and I've sewn up lots and lots and lots. So I have put a mystery pattern on my Make 9. Just because I like having something in there that is a bit of a mystery and a bit of an unknown. So I have got a mystery pattern in there, which I know is a little bit cheating. The next one is a knitting pattern, which I haven't decided on yet, but I really want to make just a basic knitted cardigan that will go with a lot of my short sleeve tops, like my sagebrush tops and things. Like I say, I haven't got a pattern decided yet, and my knitting journey is very, very, very slow. In the evenings, I am just practicing the same steps over and over and over just so that they sink into my long-term memory. So I haven't really started even making anything by knitting, but I am enjoying the process of learning something new, and I am finding in the evenings at the moment I'm so tired that I'm only wanting to do a little bit of practice knitting. So I am looking forward to having a chunk of time when it's half term or Easter where I can really immerse myself in the process of learning to knit. And once lockdown's over and done with, and hopefully life goes back to normal at some point this year, I would really like to go to a knitting class, because I really find I learn better when I've got somebody there physically teaching me and sort of helping me and motivating me along. So I'm really hoping that I'll be able to actually go and attend a knitting class somewhere local to where I live. And then hopefully by the end of the year, so, you know, in 12 months time, hopefully I will have mastered being able to knit myself just a simple cardigan. I'm really hoping I can. The next one is a pajama pattern that I've had in my stash. I think I've had this in my stash for over a year. And it's a Nina Lee pattern, and it's the Piccadilly pajamas. And I really love the look of these pajamas. I think there's some really nice steps involved. You can make the shorts version with short sleeves, or you can make the trouser version with long sleeves. So the Piccadilly pajamas are a chic sleepwear set with oriental accents, a soft and open mandarin collar and gently curving hems. Version 1 consists of shorts and a cap sleeve shirt, and version 2 of crop trousers and a shirt with 3/4 length sleeves. The pyjama bottoms have a flat front waistband with an elasticated back, finishing with a ribbon tie, and the hems are finished with exposed bias binding. Suitable fabrics, soft to lightweight fabrics that will feel good against your skin, like a cotton lawn, a rayon or a silk satin. So I've got two fabrics that I'm umming and ahhing about using. So the first one is this viscose twill that I got from Semi Sunshine, and I think that would make a really lovely pair of pyjamas. And then the second one is this cotton fabric that I got in a D-stash. And again, I think that would make a really nice pair of pyjamas. Now I'm more inclined to use this one because it's more of a stable fabric. The viscose will be quite slippery for my first version, and there's quite a lot of detail within the pyjamas. If you see, there's quite a lot of detail within there. So I might almost use this as a toile fabric because it was quite cheap in a D-stash, and then hopefully have a wearable pair of pyjamas that have acted as a toile, and then use this fabric to have another really nice pair of pyjamas too. This is quite a heavy fabric because of the twill. It's a beautiful colour, but yeah, I think that would make a really nice pair of pyjamas. So that is my plans. Now the Piccadilly pyjamas come in sizes UK 6 to 20. I know that Nina Lee is working her way through some of her patterns to try and expand the size range. I think there are plans to extend the size ranges because they're quite limited at the moment. So they start as a UK 6, which is a bust measurement 32 inches, waist measurement 24 inches and hip measurement 33.5 inches. And then the size 20 is a 46-inch bust, 38-inch waist and a 47.5-inch hip. And those are the line drawings, you can just see. So I'm probably going to mix up the two because I don't like long sleeves for pyjamas. I get too hot. So I'll probably do the short sleeve top with the trousers. And then if I've got enough fabric, I might make some shorts as well so I can mix and match. So that's what I'm planning to do with the pyjama pattern. I've had this in my stash for ages. I haven't got around to sewing it up because I feel like there's quite a lot of steps involved. But I am really excited about giving them a try, and I think they'll be a really great pyjama pattern. And I'm really looking forward to, with some of my make nines, like the jeans and the pyjamas, and there's another pattern that I'm going to talk about, slowing down my sewing and really enjoying the process. I absolutely love learning new steps within sewing, and I think I will learn some new processes sewing up this pyjama pattern. So that is pattern number 4. Pattern number 5 is a pattern that I bought quite recently, and I've shared this in a pattern and fabric haul. And it's a Friday Pattern Company pattern, and it is the Avenir jumpsuit. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but I absolutely love the look of this. Somebody reminded me that it sort of looks like a hack that I did of the Sophia play suit when I did a collaboration with Cara, who is so mad. I'll pop her details down below, and I'll also link that video where I share my reveal. But I hacked the play suit to do an elasticated channel along the top and then elastic along the tummy, and that's what this looks like. I just love the look, the sleeves, I love this billowy top, and I love also the trousers. They're quite wide-legged, and I think in a really drapey fabric that will look absolutely gorgeous on. So it's an easy to sew jumpsuit with billowy sleeves and wide legs, and it says that it will have you breezing into any event looking good and feeling fine. The elastic gathers the neck and the waistline for a comfortable, easy fit, and it can be worn on or off the shoulders. So I really like the way that the model is wearing it here. I'm not sure I would feel comfortable with it off the shoulders. I think that would annoy me a little bit. It comes in sizes extra small to 4X. So bust size for an extra small is 32 to 33 inches, waist measurement 24 to 25 inches, and hips 34 to 35 inches. And then 4X is a bust 53 to 54 inches, waist 46 to 47 inches, and a 56 to 57 inch hip measurement. So I think that's going to be a great addition, probably more for the spring summer, because I really love the look of it here in a really drapey, lightweight fabric. I haven't actually chosen a fabric for this, but I've got quite a lot of fabrics to choose from in my stash. So I'm not quite sure which one I'm going to use yet, but I think I could see myself making quite a few of these for the spring, summer. It's a gorgeous pattern. So that was number 5. So number 6 is another Nina Lee pattern, but she has extended the size range for this pattern, which is great news. And it is the Bakerloo blouse and dress. And I am actually currently sewing this up. I'm doing a collaboration with Kath from Made by Kath Craft. So I am sewing this up, so I can tick off one of my make nines already, which is amazing. So it's a blouse and dress pattern. And it's got this really amazing statement collar, and then these gorgeous sleeves that have got like an elastic channel, which creates this amazing volume, and then you end up with this like frill detail. And then it's got a keyhole fastening at the back, so the back piece is cut on as 2 separate pieces. It's got keyhole opening, and then you attach a button too. And then you can make the dress version, which has got a gathered skirt on, which is beautiful. Suitable fabrics, light to medium weight fabrics like a lawn, poplin, chambray, soft needle cord. I'm still on the hunt for a beautiful soft needle cord because I would love to make this in a soft needle cord. Taffeta, and any fabric with enough body to create the collar but not too much bulk to gather into the frill. So the pattern that I've got is, it comes in sizes 6 to 20, but I know that Nina Lee has just released it in the extended size range. So it comes in two different size ranges. So you've got the 6 to 20. So a size 6 comes in a bust 32 inches, waist 24 inches and hip 33.5 inches. Up to a 20, which is a bust 46 inches, waist 38 inches and hip 47.5 inches. And then the second size band is a 16 to 28. So for a size 16, it's a 42-inch bust, 35-inch waist and a 45-inch hip. And then a size 28 is a 52-inch bust, 45-inch waist and a 55-inch hip. So it's really great that this has now been extended into the larger size range. I'm really excited about making this up. I still haven't really decided. I think I'm probably going to make one of each. I'm going to make a blouse and a dress, and I'm really looking forward to getting this sewn up. I think it'll be a really great addition to my wardrobe, especially as the blouse, because I think it would work really well under my bobby pinafores. So I'm really looking forward to having that in my wardrobe. I'm still a little bit hesitant about this collar. I'm just not sure how I feel about a big collar. But I'm going to give it a go because I absolutely adore the sleeves, and this lovely little ruffle that you get on the collar I think is really cute too. And I do need some more blouses in my wardrobe. So I think once I've made it up, it's going to be a pattern that I probably fall in love with. I need to just be bold and brave. Okay, so the next pattern on my list is a raincoat. I would love to make myself another raincoat. And the pattern that I've decided to go for is a pattern that I've had in my stash for a while, and I've already used this pattern. It's a pattern by Lara Sana, and she has got a raincoat pattern that you can use for adults but also for children. And I have used this pattern before to make myself and my girls matching raincoats, and I put images in of what we look like in our coats. So it is this pattern. It's a raincoat that's got two options. You can either have a hood or you can just have a collar. I'm going to use the hood version. It's got these pockets on the front, and then you've got flaps that you can attach so you can close your pockets, or you can just have the pockets at the top for the top version where they don't have that flap. It comes in sizes. Let me turn over to tell you. I've got all of the details here. So it comes in sizes 34 to 48. So a size 34 is a bust measurement 31.5 inches, waist 24 and 3/8 inches, and hips 33 and 3/4 inches. And then a 48 is a bust 42.5 inches, waist 35.5 inches, and hips 45 inches. There is quite a lot of wiggle room within those sizes. So I think I sewed up last time a 38, and it is quite roomy. So that's just something to be aware of. Like I said, it comes in two different options. The hood, you've got a hood version and you've got a collar version. I'm just trying to see if I can find the line drawings to show you. So here are the line drawings. So you've got this version with the collar, and then you've got this version with the hood. It's a coat that comes fully lined. And that was a process that I found really enjoyable. The instructions are brilliant and they really hold your hand. So I made this over a year ago, probably about a year and a half ago, when I feel like my sewing was still quite rusty, and I hadn't actually sewn a huge amount over time. And I found it a really easy, enjoyable sew for both my coat and then also for my girls. It came together really nicely and the instructions are written beautifully. Fabric suggestions for the outer is a wool coating, waterproof or laminated fabrics, denim, canvas, gabardine or tweed. And then for the lining, lightweight fabrics like silk, rayon or cotton. And for a warmer raincoat, choose medium weight fabrics. So for my coat last time, I just used a cotton and I used a waterproof coating. And for my girls, I used the same waterproof coating, but they actually chose a fleece lining. So it did add a bit of bulk, but it actually meant when they were wearing their coat, they were quite warm. The fabric that I've chosen this time is this amazing waterproof rainbow fabric that I got from Fabric Godmother, and it's actually on sale if you were tempted by it. I'm going to have to hold it up with the lining fabric so you can see what the the rainbows look like. But that is the waterproof coating. And then I've just got a plain white cotton lawn that I got from So Me Sunshine, which is going to be my lining fabric. And I do want this just to be a lightweight summer raincoat. So it is something that I'm probably not going to get around to sewing until probably the Easter holidays. But I just wanted a lightweight raincoat. So I've got my Eden coat, which feels quite substantial and sort of keeps me warm in the winter, because I can put a jumper on underneath. But I just wanted something that was quite lightweight that I can use in the summertime. So I'm going to use this lining and then this amazing raincoat fabric. If I hold that up, you'll be able to see the amazing little rainbows with the coloured raindrops. I think that's going to be great, and I think it's also going to be a really enjoyable sew. And I will do a sew along for this, which includes me showing how I cut out my fabric and all the information about the needle that I use and the thread that I use, and how I get away with not piercing this too much. So that will come, but I don't think it's going to be a sew along that I can do anytime soon, because I really need to have the time really to focus on sewing this up. Even though I know it's quite a straightforward sew for me, I want to make sure I do it justice. So there will be a sew along coming for that, but that's a work in progress, which will come hopefully in the next couple of months. And I would really love to do more sew alongs, but they take a huge amount of time to film and also edit, and around my job, my day job, and also family life at the weekend, sew alongs just take me an incredibly long time to put together. Michelle, who is Sewing Bunny, she's a whiz at doing sew alongs. So if you do enjoy that type of video, do go and check out her channel. I'm sure you already follow her anyway, but she quite often does at least one sew along a month, if not more. I don't know how she manages to fit it in, but they're always really lovely to watch. So if that is something that you're interested in, do head over and check out Michelle's channel. But I have got a couple planned. They just take me a little bit longer, so I'm really sorry about that. Okay, on to the next pattern. So the next pattern I've included is a mystery pattern for my husband. I really enjoy sewing for him, and I love seeing him wear things that I've made for him. Likewise, the same for my children, and also family that I've got that live up north, and just friends that I've sewn for. I love seeing people wear things that I've made for them. It just makes me feel so happy. And he has requested a couple of things this year already. So he'd like some more jumpers. I'm going to make him some more shirts, and he just wants some joggers that he can wear around the house. So I'm going to use the Hudson pants pattern. I think it's True Bias. If I'm wrong, I'll put a thing in that says who it's by. But I'm just going to use I've got the children's Hudson pants, I've got the women's Hudson pants, and I've got the men's. So I'm going to make us all matching joggers that he can wear around the house. One of the things that he's requested I sew up for him, or knit if my knitting improves hugely, is a tank top. He'd really like a tank top to wear. I don't know if there are any sewing patterns that exist for a men's tank top pattern, but if you do know of any, please let me know in the comments below. And likewise, if you're a knitter and you know of an easy knitting pattern that I could possibly try and teach myself to follow, to make my husband a knitted tank top, do let me know also in the comments, because that is something that he's requested. So I have popped in a mystery pattern for him, but it'll probably end up being joggers, and then hopefully a tank top of some description, whether that's sewn or knitted for him. So I've popped a pattern in for him. And then the final pattern on my Make 9 is the Friday pattern Westcliff dress. And this pattern is inspired by Tamlin, who's sewn on the Tyne, who you probably absolutely already do follow. But she made a beautiful version in a blue fabric. I think she got it from Lamazi Fabrics. And she really inspired me to get this pattern. And I've since seen some gorgeous versions over on Instagram. So it's Friday Pattern Company. It's called the Westcliff dress. And it's a stylish and comfortable knit dress. It's got a faux wrap front, an A-line skirt, and optional gathered lower tier, which I am there for. I think this is going to be a wonderful addition to my spring-summer wardrobe, and I'm really excited about sewing it. So the pattern includes a simple tie belt, and it's perfect for everyday wear, but can also be dressed up for any occasion. Okay, fabric recommendations. It says perfect for knit fabrics of all kinds. You need at least 25% stretch, and there's a stretch guide within the booklet. And if you choose a knit with more body like a ponte, it will have a more structured modern look. If you sew it in a drapier knit like a rayon jersey, it'll have a more romantic look. So I think I would like to sew it in a drapier fabric, and I'm definitely going to do the long version with the extra tier panel. So in terms of sizes, I'm just going to pop that booklet back in there. It comes in sizes extra small to 4X. So an extra small is a bust measurement 32 to 33 inches, a waist measurement 24 to 25 inches, and a hip measurement 34 to 35 inches. For a 4X, it's a bust measurement 53 to 54 inches, waist measurement 46 to 47 inches, and a hip measurement 56 to 57 inches. So a really good size range. It also includes the finished garment measurements on the back, which I really like too. So I think this will be a really enjoyable sew. It sounds like it's quite a simple and quite straightforward sew as well. I haven't got any fabric in mind for this pattern yet, but I will be keeping my eye out when we get towards the warmer months, when some of the spring summer fabric comes out, and maybe something a bit floral, definitely something with a pattern on, I think. But it's a beautiful pattern and I'm really excited about sewing that one up too. So a bit of a mixed bag for my Make 9, some really useful pieces like the raincoat and the jeans, and then a couple of things. I had to include dress, so I'm looking forward to giving the Bakerloo dress a try and the Westcliff dress a try. I've popped a jumpsuit in there because that also fits in really well with my style and what I enjoy wearing too. Couple of things, not just for me, but something for my husband, and then also something knitted. And I've popped a knitted pattern in there just so that hopefully it spurs me on to keep going, because at the moment I am finding knitting quite tricky, but I think that's because I haven't got the brain power to set aside to really immerse myself in the knitting. But I'm hoping when I've got a bit more time in the February half term, Easter, but also possibly in the summer when I've got a good chunk of time, I'm hoping that I'll be able to really immerse myself in my knitting and really teach myself, and hopefully get some classes where somebody can teach me in person, because I really enjoy having somebody there to teach me and guide me through it. So hope you enjoyed listening to what my Make 9 plans are. Do let me know if you have got any of those plans also for this year, and I'll be back soon with another video. Take care. Bye.